Solène Marchand is a successful Los Angeles art gallery owner navigating life after divorce. With her 40th birthday approaching, she looks forward to some quiet me time on a solo camping trip. Meanwhile, her ex-husband, Daniel, is scheduled to handle the heavy lifting of parenting by taking their teenage daughter, Izzy, and her friends to the Coachella Music Festival. At the 11th hour, Daniel's work schedule pulls him away, leaving the Coachella trip in jeopardy. Faced with a group of disappointed teenagers, Solène makes the ultimate sacrifice. She ditches her peaceful camping gear for a festival pass and reluctantly agrees to chaperone Izzy and her friends through the desert heat. Daniel's original plan included a high-profile meet-and-greet for the girls with August Moon, the world-famous British boy band. While navigating the exclusive VIP section, Solène finds herself in desperate need of a restroom. In a classic wrong door moment, she wanders into what she thinks is a public facility, only to realize she's accidentally trespassed into the private sanctuary of the band's frontman, Hayes Campbell. The encounter quickly turns flirtatious, though Solène feels a wave of hesitation. With a 16-year age gap between them, she's understandably uneasy about the immediate spark she feels for someone so much younger. However, Hayes doesn't share her reservations. Later that night, as August Moon takes the stage, Hayes makes a bold public gesture. He pulls a last-minute audible, appearing to change the show's set list or stylist in his approach, specifically to dedicate a song to Solène. Right there in front of thousands of screaming fans, including her own daughter, he makes it clear that the sophisticated woman from his trailer is the only one on his mind. Back in Los Angeles, Solène's 40th birthday party only reinforces her funk. Looking around at the prospective men her own age, she feels a profound sense of disillusionment. None of them seem to spark the same life in her that she felt during her brief encounter in the desert. That boredom doesn't last long, though. Shortly after Coachella, the quiet of her art gallery is shattered when Hayes Campbell casually strolls through the door unannounced, ostensibly there to browse for art. It's immediately clear to Solène that he isn't interested in the paintings on the wall. He's there for her. Hayes doesn't just browse, he makes a statement. In a move that is equal parts romantic and absurdly wealthy, he buys out the gallery's entire inventory. With the business side of things abruptly handled, the pretenses drop. Solène takes him away from the polished showroom and into the raw, creative space of a friend's warehouse studio. In the quiet of the workshop, the pop star and gallery owner labels fade away. They find themselves in a deep, effortless conversation, bonding over their shared passion for art and the realities of living a life on display. For the first time, Solène sees that beneath the boy band image, Hayes is a man with genuine depth and a perspective that rivals her own. In a classic move that ensures a follow-up, Hayes accidentally leaves his watch behind. Using the contact info from the gallery invoice, he skips the small talk and texts Solène with a bold invitation. Join him in New York City. With Izzy away at summer camp and her schedule finally clear, Solène decides to take a leap of faith. She flies to NYC and meets Hayes at his luxury hotel. Away from the prying eyes of LA and the responsibilities of her daily life, the tension finally snaps. The two give in to their chemistry and spend the night together. Feeling completely blindsided and questioning if her entire romance was just a polished PR stunt, Solène makes a break for it. She leaves the glamour of France behind and catches the first flight back to Los Angeles, determined to put some distance between herself and the boy band drama. However, her secret hasn't stayed as quiet as she hoped. Back home, her ex-husband Daniel confronts her, having caught wind of the rumors swirling around her and the young superstar. Still reeling from the bandmates' revelations and trying to protect what's left of her privacy, Solène flatly denies everything, insisting there was never anything serious between her and Hayes. The secret is officially out. Any hope of a quiet return to normalcy is shattered when a wave of paparazzi photos from the tour hits the internet. Suddenly, Solène isn't just a gallery owner. She's the center of a global media firestorm, facing intense scrutiny and unwanted attention from millions of August Moon fans. The fallout hits closest to home when Solène goes to pick up Izzy from summer camp. Her daughter is blindsided and furious, not necessarily because of the romance, but because her mother lied to her face about it. After a tense confrontation, the The two manage to reconcile as Izzy sees the genuine pain her mother is in, choosing to forgive her and stand by her side. Determined to find out the truth for herself, Solène tracks Hayes down at a recording studio. In the quiet, creative space where he feels most at home, they finally have the honest conversation they've been avoiding. Hayes manages to convince her that his feelings are real, and despite the chaos and the critics, the two decide to stop hiding. They officially rekindle their romance, this time in the full view of the public. To survive the inevitable onslaught of internet trolls and toxic fan commentary, Solène, Izzy, and even Daniel make a radical move. They delete their social media accounts. By cutting off the digital noise, they attempt to build a fortress around their private lives while the world continues to obsess over the scandalous age gap. The reality of the spotlight eventually becomes too much to bear. After a final trip to New York, the pressure of the public's obsession and the impact on her family leads Solène to make the heartbreaking decision to walk away once more. She ends the relationship, seemingly for good, choosing her daughter's stability over her own whirlwind romance. But Hayes isn't ready to let go of the connection they built. He makes one last unannounced visit to her home with a bittersweet proposal. They are the right people at the wrong time. He suggests they hit pause for 5 years, allowing Izzy to finish school and the media storm to die down, before seeing if they still have a future together. As he leaves, he repeats his signature move, leaving his watch behind with Solène as a silent promise that he intends to come back for it. 5 years pass, and the world has kept spinning. Izzy is now an independent adult living in Chicago, and the intense media storm surrounding Solène's personal life has finally settled into a distant memory. While watching an episode of The Graham Norton Show, Solène sees a slightly older, more mature Hayes Campbell. During the interview, he casually mentions that he's taking a break from his busy schedule to visit Los Angeles, a clear signal that he hasn't forgotten the pact they made. True to his word, Hayes returns to the very place where their real story began, Solène's art gallery. When he walks through the door, the 5-year gap disappears in an instant. The film ends on a poignant note as the two share a joyous, tearful reunion, proving that some connections are powerful enough to survive time, distance, and the harshest of spotlights. Trust your instincts over the narrative. Solène almost let the cynical opinions of the bandmates and the internet ruin something genuine. The lesson? Only you know what's happening inside your relationship. Don't let external noise define your reality. Timing is everything. Sometimes you meet the right person at the wrong stage of life. The 5-year pact teaches us that true love doesn't always have to be right now. If it's real, it's worth the wait and the personal growth required to make it work. Prioritize what matters. Solène's decision to step back for Izzy's sake reminds us that while romance is powerful, protecting our peace and our family is often the ultimate act of love. What's your verdict on Solène and Hayes? Team Hayes, do you think he's the ultimate romantic for coming back after 5 years? Team Solène, was she right to put her daughter first, even if it meant breaking her own heart? The skeptics, is 5 years too long to wait for a maybe? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. If you enjoyed this recap and want to see more deep dives into the latest romance and drama hits, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.